Hello everybody, Tyre here with episode 5 of BeamNG Drive Career Mode with the RLS Career Overhaul mod. And before we pan down the camera, I just got to say a little bit frustrated with OBS, but also with myself because I forgot to switch my profile back, and I thought because the audio tracks were all set up and everything, it would be okay even if I went to streaming. No. There was no microphone audio and I just got done doing an hour. So let's get ourselves caught up real quick. We are in a new location, and first and foremost I want to say thank you to, as far as Discord, his Discord username is excuse me, that is JPoulos, if I have that correctly pronounced it. Otherwise, Jeremy, as also as we've seen in a stream for the last episode, had come on into the Discord and dropped a good question to see if I could if he could post something, a link, you know, in the chat. I said, well, let me take a look, let me see what you got, just to make sure things are safe and everything, and I'll put a link in myself and pin it up for you if it's good. And now we're here because I am super duper excited and happy, and unfortunately we missed basically an entire episode because of that, so I'm going to catch you guys up. Let's go ahead and... my controller seriously just turned off. Yeah, where are we, guys? A little bit of spoiler as we go through. That is right, East Coast. And as we can see, yes, we are in the career mode. Again, I'll show you here. We are in career mode. So this is what we got up to. Come on over to East Coast. Bought both of the garages that I was able to find right away. So as far as garages go, we got towing here. There is Waterside Shack I did not grab, but okay. Farmhouse and commercial garage, I did buy those. We also set this guy up, and well, yeah, I had some fun. But I think that's kind of... why did it just pan down on me? That was weird. Okay, ignoring the weirdness, which I don't think it's anything to do with the mod, because all it basically does is allow the location and allows some events and stuff like that. It is still in beta, mind you, and there is a link. It should also be posted down in the description if you're curious and want to take a look. It does go to Patreon, but it is free. It is a beta right now, so go ahead, just get that, find it. Much appreciated here. I've already increased our insurance score massively, and I'm just gonna, for the sake of the episode, let's get this car up and running so that way you guys can see it, hear it, and everything else. It did start off as a very basic car, front-wheel drive, about 180 horsepower or so, and nothing too crazy, but it is the SR Tech version, and two-wheel drive. So as we can see here, we have a 16-valve, 2-liter dual overhead. Oop, that's a jump button. There we are. Dual overhead cam, SR Tech, I mean this thing, and then this is what I've done, is I've gone and give it the wide body treatment, put the rally wheels, rally suspension on it, because of course we're in the East Coast, there's lots of these good roads like that. Here comes the fun. Ready? Yeah, but it gets better. Go on in here, turn on the light. Seating position is a little bit different because of the race seat, so it doesn't show the dash as well as I'd like to see, but if we pay attention to the tachometer there on the very far left, it's a little bit of yellow. So here's what I'm going to do. I should be able to, yes, put on the parking brake permanently. I'm going to go like, apparently flying around everywhere. Go like this. Yeah, so to speak, version of VTEC, but look at that. Just revs up slow, then goes crazy. So I did some gearing, suspension, a little bit of lightweightening. Put in, of course, the roll cage here. And I think we're into the 400s for sure with this power that we got here. Good thing you got some brakes there. I'm sorry about that. Cost about $50,000 to get this set up. So of course here we are in East Coast. Oh, a little bit close. Speeding, so of course I'm getting into it again. I just have so much fun with this car, I gotta be honest. The old school Pessima is my absolute favorite car. I love flying around with it. And now we get the SR Tech in here, which is just perfect. Careful of ditch right here. We're all-wheel drive now, though. We're no longer front-wheel drive, so we can get through that. It absolutely moves. And the speedometer actually is in miles per hour up there now. So a few new buildings have been added, things changed up a little bit like that. Gotten some sound on the interior of the car, but we gotta hear what it's like on the outside, right? There we go. So of course with that we get some different things like here. This is the Coast Warehouse. So if there's trailer deliveries and parcel deliveries that can be done here. Trailer deliveries, I definitely bet we are going to be doing some of that this time. I didn't do it last episode because I got so into tuning and building and making this car and everything, but unfortunately we had to miss that. And I deleted the footage, so unfortunately I can't even show a little bit of it. I didn't think about that, but that's okay. It's okay. So we will get the get ourselves a T-Series at some point and do this. I was thinking to take this episode, but I forgot we don't have a T-Series yet. I could go ahead and buy one and set it all up and everything, but by then we won't have a lot of time to do that sort of stuff. So what I think we can do, so we can go to map, and then we click on this first one. So we got River Crawl, Vandal Chase, and the One to Beat. One to Beat looks like a really fun long race right there, I gotta be honest. Let's go for that. So that's gonna be all the way down over here at the bridge area. And yeah, so that's gonna be a little bit of a drive, but let's go ahead and make our way on down that way. So you can see there's like no power. Turbo starts kicking in. And then we're speeding. Let's go like this. So we'll go first gear. First gear. And that's almost 200 miles an hour right there, which is pretty good. That's why I think this car is pretty fast. It has a good amount of horsepower as well. Some full throttle here. Turbo basically builds its pressure, but it's not until it hits that SR Tech section. I can hear it really open up and everything. Wasn't expecting traffic to just suddenly come to a stop right there. You have to be careful with East Coast because unlike the other maps, there are these, well, there is, okay, the jungle map, that's right. In jungle, there is also these walls basically of forest and stuff, so gotta kind of watch that a little bit. I think there is a spot to cross the river, but of course it's back this way for the actual road. I was thinking off-road wise. Yeah, this is it. No. I've been silly. Not quite. So here we are. So, yeah, this is a standard challenge type of a deal and everything. It's got the Bruckle Bastion in here. Of course, it doesn't give us an option to do anything different that way. So we're just going to go for it. And this should give us at least some money and give us something to do, have a little bit of fun with. Maybe we'll go ahead and knock out the other two challenges as well. And that's really the thing is this is still in a beta. This is still in a testing phase. This is still, you know, a work in progress. So that also goes along with interesting sounds. That also goes along with RLS being in that too, so. A little bit of an early shift there, but I think we're okay. Slide there. And make sure to try to be a little bit earlier on the brakes, a little bit lighter on the throttle would help here too, but I can correct that. Just got to be earlier on the brakes because this is heavy and Bastion never did stop very well. Caught a little bit of air, but nothing too crazy. That's pretty much it, so that's not too bad. Just for a quick little something to try out there, a little something to do. 2 minutes, 33 seconds, 024. Perfect. Just perfect. I mean, it couldn't really be any better than that. And 6,400 credits, so get a little sound for that. Nice. I normally skip this, but there we go. We unlocked speed sets. Oh, okay. So there's more than just the initial 3. Let's see. Where is speed sets? Let's do this. Let's do this. Yes. Ooh, I think I know where this is going to start heading. So there, in my previous attempt to do an episode, let's talk about there is a mission here. I don't recall if it's time trial or AI race or what exactly, but there is one where you basically go around the map, almost full circle, but not quite. There's the long straight. We're kind of heading towards it right now. Yeah, so this long straight that is right here is where that kind of would be. So we got the Scintilla on this one, and I don't think going with our vehicle would be such a good deal. And the only other vehicle we have in East Coast is a Scintilla, which is even harder to control this one. And if this one gets crashed, wrecked, or destroyed, not a big deal. Because it's not our car, we don't have to pay for everything. So it'll be a little bit easier, right? Okay. A little bit better in that sense. So here we go. I don't think it's supposed to be that easy to get through it when I go this far ahead and everything, but I'll do it anyway. Yeah, this is the nice long straight section that I love here. Brakes are horrible, brakes are horrible. Holy cow. Managed to slow down enough there. Does not stop like I used to going that way. I mean, the brakes are probably pretty good for Scintilla, the convertible and all that kind of a deal, but that's just a good chunk of what I know too through here. So this is kind of the way it goes. What we've done so far, at least. Taking it a little bit easy though, because the rear-wheel drive, I don't want to risk spinning her out here. This thing's not too great on the heavy bumps either. As I was saying, oh, wow, that was bad. We got to restart, unfortunately, because that is destroyed. Let's give it another shot. Speed here, but you gotta remember on that corner to definitely slow it down a good little bit. And it was so close to being done, I know that too. And the brakes a little bit earlier there, gonna take it a little easy. Straight, we're not cornering anything, we're all right. So this one's not too bad. We're gonna slow a little bit, gonna take it on the inside, but we don't want to cut too much because it does have a little bit of a bump there. So we want to watch that. Now this one we really want to slow down for. Because right here there's a bit of a bump. That's because of that road entrance there, I think. checkpoints to go. Kind of watch this one because you have some spots where you can come over a crest. So if you find cornering, you come over a crest, you lose a bit of grip, and you can slide around. So try to save some room for that. So through this part of this road, I know. There we go. First place, of course. Collide with other racers at most 2 times. Well, because so it's basically saying 2 times or less is what you're given in order to get a voucher. So yeah, completing the race with the traffic enabled would be a whole other challenge. That would be very fun. And so we get for all of our goodies, and nothing too crazy, but pretty good, pretty good. Got another milestone as well. So did we unlock anything new? Let's see. That's what I'm curious about. I really want to know, like, where does this go? No, it looks like that's it. We got chase and crawl here. So let's see. We get 22 minutes in. So we got the crawl one. Let's go for that. It's going to be a little bit of a pain to kind of get to, in a sense that it looks like it's in the river, in the middle of it. But we'll take a look. Yeah, just thinking about if I don't have a vehicle that would be capable of doing this safely, like if I was driving this until I wouldn't be able to come out here and do this for sure. And yeah, I mean, I think this is the best bet right here. Listen to the river. It's gonna wash us away. Uh-oh. It is. It's washing me away. Oh, because I'm not in a vehicle, it's not gonna... Oh, it's because I'm not stopped. Yes, I mean, this is a... Well, I'm trying to move. I'm kind of making it. Wow. So, I mean, the location is less than ideal. I think maybe up on the edge of the road or something would be a better location for it. I'm wondering, do I even know what I'm doing? Probably not. What do we have? Yeah, that's just these guys and the water sound effects and all of that. I honestly don't know how I could move that myself, but I guess we're just gonna have to go for this. See if I can get close enough, or if I'm gonna drown the car, or what. Goodness for rally cars, right? So we're gonna go ahead and do the river crawl. This is gonna give us the D series pig, as the config is called. I am fairly certain that is exactly it, and it looks like we're gonna go up this quite a ways. So it wants us to complete this in under 2 minutes. Go immediately into low 4. We're in the 3rd gear already. On a crawl, you typically don't want to go fast, so I say that. I said that immediately. What happened here? Oh my goodness, yeah. But it's timing us, so that's kind of giving us incentive to go fast, so... There we go. This is just the inline 6, so. Steering's a little bit messed up here. Boy, I seen that too late. I don't know how I'm still moving it, I'll be honest there. Definitely, it's steering, but not very well at all. Here's 2 minutes, and we're just approaching checkpoint 9. Like, this is not a crawl, this is a race. And I don't think that comes down to... I think this is, if I remember correctly, as I was told, I may be incorrect, you know, I may have misinterpreted, but I'm pretty sure these are just vanilla ones. So this is, you know, we could definitely check in the main menu and see if that's the case or not, you know, go in that way, but, or even in the map maybe, but. Yeah, my steering's already messed up. This is like bad. In the sense that it is very difficult and we're racing. I would clearly call this a river race, you know? Come on. Oh, look at that, my front right's already tilted over. Could almost make it up it. I'll give it one more shot, see if I can make this one. But I'm very doubtful, I gotta be honest, because... yeah, I don't know if I really will or not. Part of the issue maybe with the truck setup too. I don't think there's any caster to the front. Not enough, at least, if it were to be truly an off-road vehicle. Something especially that I would want to use for this. I'd want some good caster going on. What? Okay, I understand hitting the tree, but you see that? The wheel has come off because it got stuck right there, and that's what really tipped me over. I don't know. That's what it feels like. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be like custom vehicle deal, definitely. And only because I know I'm going to be stuck otherwise. Can do... put them here. What else? We got that other chase one, right? And that would have been, yes, here. I did not see that on the map. We'll just go for the chase one though first. Yeah, we're already in one here. We're gonna wait until I hit evade. Probably just gonna back up because they're getting a bit close. There we go. Right there. It's a good thing because if I didn't, I think it would have actually hit it. So, Vandal's Chase, win in under 1 minute, undamaged, lightly damaged, and a perfect arrest with only 1 countdown. Okay. So that is the new series that we are going to be chasing. Is known for vandalism. CVT, so we'll just leave it in drive because then it'll just hang it on there. Kind of anticlimactic here with that. He's kind of swerving around. I'm just keeping it straight on down. No. That should have been him dead, but no. Both of them failed. Man. And not in 1 minute, but we can see what we need to do. Put another shot here. And then it just holds it right there. I did it. Oh my gosh, I did it. Let's call it 52 seconds pretty much on the dot. That's pretty good. Just a gentle push, and then as soon as he started braking or trying to slow down at any point at all, just a nudge to the side. Either side works, and then he goes into the trees and you're done. There we go. We get ourselves some more vouchers to make up for ones I spent in my attempt at the last episode. Supposedly high difficulty, but I don't know. I don't know. Some of these says high difficulty. Some of them, I just don't believe it. Looks like that's all that we have for these, huh? Though we do have other ones that are not showing up in here, as we had seen. So I'm wondering. I don't know if that one would be here. I think it's over here in the bus stop area, if I remember correctly. The one that I want to do. Because we got this one too. Classic Escapes. That's not on the map, so. So I'm gonna go see if it's there. I am hoping so, because I just want to do it. This car does, by the way, absolutely chug on fuel. So let's see if I can find it. I don't think so. I knew it was within this area, so unfortunately, no. That's not good. Ooh. Yeah, ouch. That sunburst up there. Got the majority of it. Oh, that was a funny sounding horn. Yeah, that did pretty good there. Cops are rolling up already to the scene. We got the Vertex just smacked in the front there. That's really about all that happened, but yeah, that's not great. Let's tow that over to the farmhouse. This is my personal favorite spawning location. Yeah, that car is just great. I mean, let's take a look what we got in the marketplace. I'm gonna make sure this is actually gonna load correctly here. It is loading. Okay, okay. Come on. Anyone want now? There we go. Yeah. Perfect. So I know that we need a sunburst. I wanted to get a sunburst, but it looks like this is all we get. So not gonna happen there. You got the Arima Hestia there. Interesting. Straight tuned Wendover for 72 grand. 441 horsepower, but only front wheel drive. Yeah. Yeah. You know, not quite. 91 Wendover Meos Pro Drag Edition. Got the 900 track series. Got the Sunstorm 10 Twin Charge Drag Edition 2. That's just, yeah, no, not quite. Whole bunch of Vertexes, though. We do need a Grand Marshal. I kind of want to see lease dealership. That's what we should look for. Is getting ourselves a police vehicle and one we don't have. You know what? This would just be hilarious because the cars. This would actually make it a challenge for me to do that. Let's do this because I actually need a good challenge. I can't keep this easy all the time, right? It's gonna take a little bit for the game to do its thing. I noticed that here in this map, it takes a little bit for it to spawn and do its things and everything. So, yeah. This is gonna take 40 seconds. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go ahead and give it some power on the engine side. And we'll maybe see if we can go find a singular chase or 2 or 3. But probably only a couple that we'll be able to get through with the rest of the time that we have available here. This is always like the slowest part to me. I wish there was an expedite button. I think that would be an amazing deal to kind of add. But it's hard because it's not as simple as resetting the countdown timer, I'm pretty sure, because it's based on real time, so it probably sets it at and then calculates to give that thing and all kinds of extra, right? I'm sure that's probably the way it works. Probably. Freckle 9, part customization, all parts. Let's see. Standard frame. Let's go for heavy duty frame. It'll keep us the same vehicle unless I just crash the game. It looks like I just crashed the game. So do not touch the heavy duty frame. I'm gonna wait for it to respond for a moment here to see if anything happens. But I think, yeah, I think I just crashed the game. So I'll be right back in just a moment. Okay, here we are. We retrieved it. Let's try. Not that one. There we go. Let's try part customization this time without worrying about the frame itself. Because apparently something is broken there. Stage 1 performance block, and this is what we got. Ooh, 232 side valve. And that looks like that's really about it. We can do a rear engine thingy, but yeah, no. I don't want to risk that happening again. Let's go with this. Stock engine mounts, that's fine. Cast. Let's do some racing exhaust headers, maybe. Ooh. Ooh, man. Stage 1 supercharger. An electric radiator fan. Let's do that too. Oil pan's gonna stay the same. Close ratio 3 speed. Let's do a race 4 speed. With an ultra light flywheel for faster shifting on that. And then as far as tires, that's where we need to go here. 17 by 4. Yeah, let's do something, a little bit wider here. Let's go with some... We are so far away from this. Oh, that looks so horrible. I could never see anything so bad. This is part of the Vertex stuff in there. I was hoping to find some steel wheels, 17 by 7, you know, or 17 by 8 steel wheels, kind of a deal, because I think that would be like, here we go. That kind of looks okay, you know. That's not great, but it's okay. I'll do that to the front as well here. So we got, what, 17 by 8 Gavril steel wheels. They're also the cheaper ones, so that really helps there. We can do 235/60 Super Sports. We need to come down on the size though, so we'll go 235/50 Sports. Because they're a little tall. Maybe even they're still tall. 225/50 Super Sports. Yeah, let's do that. 225/50 Super Sports. The kind of thing that sucks is there is no such thing as sway bars back in this era. So we're going to have a lot of roll because of all this. Like, without a doubt. 225/50 Super Sport rear tires. There we go. Which mean 225/45s? Yeah, let's go back to the 225/50s. I think that'll be fine. Let's see, brakes. Yeah, we can do the racing rear disc brakes. And the semi-racing pads. And a limited slip rear differential. I think, yeah, that's fine. Rear friction shocks. We'll just leave that kind of stuff alone. I think we'll be okay there. Yeah, that's about as much as we get. We get the singular light in the front like that, and that's it. That is basically it done. Let's go see if we can go ahead and find something to get into trouble with. Kind of funny too, because when this was released, in the video where I went through everything, we got a Hirochi Sunburst fleeing from us, as it does. Gotta put on that. Oh, we got him. I didn't even have to do anything. That's kind of sad in a way, though. It's kind of fitting we got the Gavril. The Bruckle 99, I mean. The Bruckle 9? Whatever. This guy. Because when it came out and I did my release updates video type of a deal, we were on East Coast. So... oh my gosh. It's possible to get this thing out of 2 wheels, I think, here. Oh yeah. Don't mind me. I'm just playing around with this thing, seeing how bad it is. An unknown, which means vertex. That was just evil. It's like, I'm right here. He didn't even try to stop. I lost him or what. I expect by now I would have seen him somewhere, but... yeah, I think I lost him. Thankfully, despite that truck hitting us, it doesn't seem like we really sustained much but the door damage there. So who's next to flee? This thing is everywhere. $4,300 credits for that. Wow. I think that's a fair rate. actually got a little bit warm. I don't think I've seen anything for radiator changes. And then the other one, 250 for running into that cop back there. That's a really good horn too. I'm crazy he didn't pick this sooner. Gotta turn on this thingy here, the light. Which way did he go, though? Oh gosh. I didn't want to be hit because that would be the end of it here. Or that can be. Flip up right real quick. Ooh. That was a solid impact. And that is it. Go get him, dude. Go get him. And he's done. Just hope that a cop can actually show up over here. Man, that guy did do a good run. Got us good. Holy cow. Mainly because of that other cop car doing that thing where they just slam into him there. I mean, it works, but man, that really did me in. And repair. Yeah, looks like it doesn't really bother anything, so we're okay there. Good. We have one for this guy. No, 0.22. That would be quite the massive hit. So I think, guys, that is going to be it for today's episode. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button. If you want to see more BeamNG content, go ahead and hit subscribe. Thank you again to JPoulos for sharing this in with me here. I am super excited and super happy to see that we are in East Coast. Let's kind of put that door back a little bit. There we go. Get ourselves a nice little bit for a screenshot, right? And again, guys, that is it for today's episode. If you're ready, go ahead, take a look down in the description or in my Discord in the pinned messages for details on how to get this. Otherwise, again, that is it. Take care. Bye-bye.